Hello crafters and welcome to this week's From Picture to Page and Beyond Papercraft Show update. Now I'm Michelle Brown, Creative Director at From Picture to Page, and we love nurturing your creativity with in-person and online events, and that's what we're here to talk about today. We've got a dash of inspiration, we've got all the news from the Peninsula Papercraft Show, and we've got an update with the Papercraft Posse. So first, the dash of inspiration. I'd like to encourage you this week to make a prototype before you launch into a project. Now, this idea came to me after the Papercraft Posse. We had one lady making a gorgeous card, but it was quite complex. And I was getting a bit nervous because she was getting ready to cut up her really good papers without having actually checked that her process was going to actually work. And I realized that I will quite often make a prototype. I've spent many years in engineering and manufacturing companies, and often we will make a prototype, something that we get an understanding of what it feels like, what the dimensions are, how it might go together. So before we launch into making a whole heap of them, we know it's going to work. And here's an example of a prototype that I had made. Now, not this posse, but the previous one. Jo came along and she had this great card that they'd made at a class. And again, as soon as we start talking about things like that, I want to be able to see it. So this is the prototype I made, and it's like a shutter card. You know, they've been around for a while. But the thing I couldn't understand was it's actually made from 3 separate pieces. And the thing that really helped by making this prototype is as we put it together, we realized that the hole sort of had to be the right size and the right shape, or else this bit here would poke through. You'd be able to see it. And then also, if I turn it over, the front and the back bit isn't actually joined. They're 2 separate pieces. And we realised that this little flap here, you can just see it there, had to make sure that it didn't peek over the hole as well. And this has given us a chance to say, okay, could the hole be a bit bigger? Well, you know, if we looked at this side, as long as it's sat between where this flap goes that then moves and this bit, you know, so it could be a little bit bigger. Also, you know, we made it from fairly thin card. This is probably 250, 300, yeah, probably 250 GSM. So we probably wouldn't want to make it for anything too thick, or else we'd be having trouble with the folds on the corners as well. So they're all the different things that, which way does it go, that making prototypes can help you with before you start cutting up your good cards. So that is my dash of inspiration for today. I'd like to encourage you, before you leap into something a little bit different, to make a prototype and check that it's going to work before you cut up those good papers. Okay, now the Peninsula Papercraft Show is only 1 and a bit weeks away. It's on Friday the 18th and Saturday the 19th of November. Now this show is a little bit different. It's on Friday from 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. and on the Saturday from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. And we've got a whole heap of retailers coming along with all their gorgeous offerings. It's at the Peninsula Community Theatre, which is the corner of, I didn't write it down, the corner of the Nepean Highway and Wilson's Road. Anyway, Mornington Community, oh no, I've lost it. Peninsula Community Theatre. That's where you'll find us. Again, you know what to do. All the details are on our website, from picture to page and beyond.com.au, and click on the Peninsula button, and that'll show you a map of where to go, if you're coming by bus, where to go, where you can park, how to get in, all of that good stuff. Now, our tickets are on sale right now. You can get 1 and 2 day passes, and we have a super duper online special that is only available until next Wednesday. So if you're coming along, make sure you jump on and get your tickets before next Wednesday, because then the prices will return to normal. Of course, for those on our email list, our discount entry coupon will come out tomorrow, and our to-do list will come out the following week as well, once we get everyone organised. The other thing that we have that we're very excited about is our Chat and Craft Corner. So you don't just have to come along to a craft show. You can come along, and for the 1 entry fee, you get an area where you can bring your crafting things. You can sit down and make things. If you need anything, you can pop off to the shop, and it's just a lovely way to be able to catch up with people, show off some of the things we're making, or have a chance to get some space to work on things, and then, of course, just be part of our crafting community, which we love. Now, I've already gone through who's going to be there, but I do have a little bit more detail. So the Peninsula Papercraft Boutique ladies will be there, and they're doing a demonstration on some gorgeous glittery dresses. So have a look on the website of their things. Creative Memories are doing a demo class or a make and take. Still waiting for details there. Mixed Media Art will be doing a make and take, and we'll be doing a mixed media journal page or a card from. The Victorian Parchment Retreats, Sue has sent their cards through. They've got 3 different cards on offer for their mini class. Again, see the details on our website. Little Bits, again, Leslie and her team have outdone themselves with a gorgeous exploding Christmas card. You can see the photo of that on our website. Bookings at the stand. Eclectic Images will be doing demonstrations close to my heart. I've also got their classes up. They're doing combination of Christmas tags. So have a look on the website for those. Really cute little elves. I think they're going to be a hit with many of you. We've got Julie with Handmade Haven coming along with her collection. We've got Katie's Patchwork, and she's bringing along a collection of just sweets as well. We've got Stamping Up doing demonstrations, and we've got Craftaway retreats to chat to you about your retreats for 2023. And like I said, we've got our chat and craft area. So bring along your crafting things for the single entry fee. You get the shows as well as doing all the craft class, your own craft class. And for catering, unfortunately, our plans last week had fallen through, but we will be reviving the Paper Plate Cafe that we had in Geelong, and we'll be getting the kids to help us out there. They're not kids anymore. They're grown up to help us out with that catering as well. So we will definitely have some food there for you. So I think that's the main things. Peninsula show Friday the 18th and Saturday the 19th of November. Like I said, all the details are on our website from picturetopageandbeyond.com.au, where you can get your tickets. You can make sure you're on our mailing list so you get our discount entry coupon, and of course our very special to-do list, which will be out next week. Now, our Papercraft posse news. Firstly, thank you to all of the posse that came and joined me on Saturday. It was so lovely to spend some time. We had some people doing Christmas cards, some other people doing gifts. I got my daily diary up to date, which is always a really important thing at the start of the month. And it was just lovely to spend that time on the beautiful day. Now, we've had so many shares again this week with mixed media. We've had Greta sharing her gorgeous little tags. Denise Body shared some of her mixed media 3D creations that she'd made. I shared some of the things that I was working on, and we had Lavinia and Heidi sharing their amazing cards as well. So I think that's it for this week's update. There is so much going behind the scenes at From Picture to Page this week, both for 23 and 24. Now, nothing that we're quite ready to talk about with the crafters, but retailers, check your inboxes because there is lots of information there about upcoming shows and other opportunities that we are working on. So I'm looking forward to being able to sharing that with you. So a dash of inspiration for this week. Before you jump into cutting up the good papers, make a prototype. It helps you see how it's going to come together and just has such a learning curve so that you'll be ready to go when you're jumping in to make them. Peninsula show Friday the 18th from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday the 19th from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. A whole heap of crafters, heaps of classes, make and takes, of course, the demonstrations and the chat and craft area. So bring your crafty supplies along and have a play. If there's anything else, you know where to find me through the website or here through Facebook. Leave a comment and we will most definitely catch up with you soon. So this is Michelle signing off. I hope you have a crafty day.